Interesting. So what are we gonna do now? Understand, I speak of no normal wall of water, that which Leviathan makes ready to conquer carries more destructive power than aught seen in nature. Enough to raise entire coastal settlements. If his last attempt is any guide, we cannot suffer history to be repeated. Yet how in the seven hells are we to prevent it? We'll just do this. Okay, let's talk to her again. Into the heart of the world. Mihu is pondering over Leviathan's return. Though our plight cries out for action, we must take thought. So long as the Leviathan remains in this open sea, he is effectively beyond our reach. Our fleet is second to none, of that you may be sure. But Limnan herself would struggle to best the Lord of the World in this element. In a straight fight, he would make meat and marchwood of us. We need another plan. That much is plain. Let us return to Linsa and see if we cannot think of one. I shall await you in the command room. Okay. And let's go back to Linsa. So we got to try and defeat this primal. Main game decides to load. Where's the guy? Supposed to let us in. Oh, there he is. Game, stop playing that. You are expected in the command room. Pray do not keep the Admiral waiting. I wasn't trying to.
There used to be a hamlet beyond South Tidegate in western Lanosha. Halfstone it was called. Some years prior to the Maelstrom's founding, Leviathan rose from the briny depths and set about unleashing watery hell upon us. On that occasion, the company of heroes put him down before he could do too much damage. But when the bastard came next, this time in the wake of the calamity, we were not so fortunate. Weary of ravaging our shoreline, he summoned a tidal wave which fair leveled Halfstone and washed the soil away for good measure.
The area was subsequently occupied by the Sahagin.
Aye, the thrice-damned creatures transformed it into a spawning ground for their brood. Given the quantity of crystal stolen to feed him and his legion of thralls, we can be fairly sure that Leviathan is stronger now than in his previous incarnations. If that sea demon is left to wreak havoc, what befell Halfstone may well befall a larger settlement, even Limsa. That cannot happen. The Primal must be stopped.
That was ever our objective, Admiral. But how are we to achieve it? The sea is Leviathan's uncontested domain. The ships of the 3rd Squadron could not close to within 100 yards of the Primal, nor could their cannons pierce his defenses.
I have read the reports, Master Thancred. Our warships may as well have been bloody pleasure barges for all the good they did. 7 hells! Is there no way that we might strike back?
The company of heroes defeated Leviathan, having first lured him into an inlet, but we must needs contend with him upon the open sea. It will avail us little to consult past experience.
Admiral, if I may.
Speak freely, Marshal.
By all accounts, Leviathan's most formidable weapon is the very sea itself. Waves and whirlpools, tides and currents, all these things are his to command. The key to victory, I believe, lies in disarming our foe. This, in effect, is what the company of heroes achieved with their ruse. We cannot lure Leviathan from the sea a second time. But what if we could weaken his hold upon the element of water? I have heard of devices capable of such wonders. They draw upon the power of corrupted crystals, I am told. If mounted upon a ship, such a device might be used to prevent Leviathan from bringing the full force of the sea to bear against us, rendering him no more dangerous than any other sea serpent.
Of course! Sid built a similar device to grant the Enterprise safe passage through Garuda's Tempest, did he not?
Begging your pardon, my lady, but to give credit where it's due, this is something I heard from an old arcanist friend of mine.
It makes little difference who thought of it first, so long as it works. Beg the specifications of this device from your friend, and I shall pass them on to our people at Naldic and Vermelis. But before we proceed any further, I would voice one concern. Piercing Garuda's defenses is one thing. Suppressing Leviathan's attacks, quite another. In matters of science, I am as a babbling babe. But I cannot well imagine that such a feat would be possible without a veritable mountain of corrupted crystals. The question being, do we have a ship big enough to bear such a burden?
Mayhap not, Admiral, but two might. Recall you the tale of Mistbeard's greatest haul? It is said that he lashed 2 ships together, side by side, the better to bear his plunder. By your leave, we might attempt to repeat the trick. The gods know it would be quicker than building a new vessel.
Mistbeard did this. Truly, Marshal, upon the subject of the Pirate King, you are as a scholar.
Now, from what I have gleaned of these matters, the device will need to be in close and constant proximity to the target. To wit, we must lash our twin vessel to Leviathan. This in itself will be no small feat. Ramming speed will be required, but given the weight of the cargo, that will only be attainable with the aid of a towing vessel. Suffice it to say, the task of piloting said vessel will entail considerable danger, and I would not ask it of another. I volunteer myself.
It will be dangerous for all involved, but we have no better recourse. Very well. Commodore, assemble the remnants of the fleet at Morabee Bay. Give priority to our soundest vessels. The repairs can wait. Storm Marshal Slafierson, Command of the operation is yours. I want that twin vessel ready to sail post-haste.
At once, Admiral.
And then there is the small matter of slaying the beast. The fate of Limsa Lominsa rests upon your shoulders once again. Go well, warrior of light.
Gary? Beings held as gods who exist in what you call the Far East. Legends tell us that they walked among us in days of yore, but I confess that I never truly believed them. That I should live to behold one this humbling and horrifying in equal measure. Now that I have come face to face with a primal, I do begin to understand why the Guardians feared them so. What is it? A message, Admiral. I judged it best that it be delivered at once. I am listening. According to the Yellow Jackets, a man has appeared who claims to have defeated Leviathan. One of the company of heroes? The details are yet hazy, Admiral. We have dispatched one of our own to question the individual. I am disinclined to put any store by his claim, and even should it be true, it is, as Lustola said, none save the company of heroes have bested Leviathan, and we know how they went about it. If this man is of their number, what could he tell us that we do not know already? And yet, having wagered Liminsa's survival on 2 ships, some rope, and a pile of crystals, can we afford to ignore this man? If his testimony could yield us any manner of advantage, should we not hear it? Damn it all. The twin vessel will soon be ready. We have no time to wait for the Maelstrom's report on the supposed primal slayer's claims. Violet, seek him out and learn what he knows. At the very least, it will spare you the torment of waiting for the reckoning in Alderness. The man you are looking for is believed to be the resident of the Grey Fleet in Lower Lanusha. The Storm Private sent to question him should already be in the vicinity. May your journey prove fruitful. Thank you. Okay, let's go there now. So where is he? Is there an Aetherite nearby? I'm guessing not tuned, so let's try and get there now. Now where's the egg for it? Let's go to Costa del Sol and then just make our way over there. Come on, loading screen. Let's go there now. Now look here, you. You have your bloody story, right? Right after you carry those sacks of grain over the mill. But sir, that's what you said before you had me pick those oranges for you, and before I mucked out the chocobo stables, and before I rolled that milestone over the mill, and also before... What are you wearing? My god. Gods, man, I worked these three days straight without a wink of sleep. 3 days, and do you hear me complaining? But I suppose some of us just ain't made of stronger, tougher, rougher stuff. Alright, I'll give you what you want. Never let it be said that the old church ain't a generous soul. Now prick up the ears, cause I won't be repeating myself. Too modest, see? Besides, there's only so much epicness a man can take in one sitting, you kin. The tale of the Churchman is epic. Victory over the dread primal Leviambitius. Now, Lovely's huge, make no mistake. To give an idea how big, each of his scales is about as wide as across the members long, and that's no mean feat, let me tell ya. He's a flake. When I fought him, I could barely see you all with the brim he was piling me with. He must have been a lagoon worth at least. He's even knocked me trusty axe out of my hands at one stage. Of course, that proved to be a grave mistake. What happened next? And this is a gullible fool. Why, I grabbed him by the tail and tied him up in knots, but not wanting to take all the glory for myself, I bet me mates in the company heroes handled the rest. Like I said, I'm the modest as well as heroic. May up too modest. Now, There's some, you say, can never truly beat the bad creatures, and now you got to learn to live with him and make the best of the bad situation. Not the company though. It's you. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I was just enjoying the attention, is all. I'll take back everything I said. I was never part of the company of heroes. I am no marauder. I'm really a complete coward, and nothing my chocobo dung, no, my maggots you'd find wiggling in chocobo dung. I have to lie to a woman to rumble them. That don't happen much. Me members tiny. It's nothing. I sure as hell didn't fight the Bibles, but I have seen him with my own eyes. 'Twas a fair few years back, when I was working as a baker's hand. I was shrieking my duties one day, loitering about the harbour, when I saw it. A great big massive sea serpent, some miles off the coast, with a fleet of galleon making straight for it. Cannons firm. I was so bloody scared I soiled myself right there and then. What? Oh God, I just remembering they made me soil myself all over again. Hey, wait. If you're asking me after this means you're planning to fight him, aren't you? Well, take care. He's really is terrible, dreadful, I tell you. If you're not careful, he will end up in his gullet or the bottom of the sea. Why, you worthless lying horse son, I can't believe you made me handle chocobo dung. And you are a gullible fool. Vi, this is Mephilia. Were you able to learn naught of use against Leviathan? I beg your pardon? Leviathan beat us? I see, this is unfortunate. At any rate, I have tidings for you. The twin vessel is now complete. We await you at the Morbid dry docks. Pray make your way there as soon as you're able. Okay? And who would trust a fool dressed as that, like that? My God. Anywho, let's go and find where we need to go. Not far now. There he is. I've told you Jots to the Grey Fleet proved fruitless. My sympathies, lass. I'll wager it served to take your mind off the events of recent days, though. But enough of the nonsense. The moment of truth is upon us. The twin vessel, the Horror Eater, I called her, is complete, and she surpasses all my expectations. In addition to her prodigious tonnage, she is being fitted with a platform that you and yours might maneuver freely in battle. I would mention also that she is nigh unsinkable, but I am not one to tempt fate. The Horror Eater and her crew stand ready, my friend. Just give her the word and we shall bear you to Leviathan. Okay, I'm going to end the episode here, guys, and the next episode we will defeat Leviathan. With that, bye guys.